thank you all for being here today for the public release of the work of this commission. 26 men and women who have labored mightily over the last year to produce what we hope is a compelling statement about both problems and solutions, ways to strengthen boards in public and private higher education in our country. Our program today is going to consist of some opening remarks from our chairman, followed by a discussion among panelists, people both who were on the commission and others who are in leadership positions in higher education who can give us a reality check about whether we got something right or wrong. We'll have some concluding remarks from AGB President Rick Lagon, and then we will have dialogue with all of you. So that's what's going to happen in the next hour. Let me turn now to introduce our chairman, Governor Philip Bredesen. Governor Bredesen, for those Washingtonians who don't get out much, is a tall figure in public policy in our country. He served as a mayor, two-term governor of Tennessee. He's known in the biz as somebody who understands public policy. He has worked across party lines. They put together a coalition in Tennessee around education that has stuck to this day. His work in healthcare and healthcare finance is extraordinary. He's an author of a book about healthcare finance. Those of you who think you understand healthcare finance, I recommend that book. It did him a lot of good with our commissioners who, when they saw that, realized he did too understand higher education finance. He's a real talent, and he's been an extraordinary leader. And I'd like to ask him to open this program.
I will be brief. I'd like to do just 2 or 3 things up here. First of all, we have a number of the commissioners who worked on this who are attending here this morning, and if you would indulge me, I'd love to just introduce them and maybe ask them to stand as we do it. Gloria Aparicio Blackwell, who's with the Montgomery College Board. Gloria. Pat Cowan, policy expert. There's Pat. Pat's done so many things, but I'm calling you a policy expert here. John Castine, who was a former UVA, University of Virginia president. Kent Shabatar, president of Guilford College, retired. Jim Geringer, who was the chair of the AGB Commission when this got started, as former governor of Wyoming, the state of Wyoming. Britt Kirwan, chairman of the University of Maryland system, who's sitting up here. Rick Lagon, I guess you know, who is the president, is that the official title of AGB. Is Scott Pattison here? Did he come? Okay, sorry. I hadn't seen him. Gary Rhodes is on the faculty at the University of Arizona. Ann Ryherd, where's Ann? There she is down here. Former executive director of the Washington State Coordinating Board in Washington State. Jeff Sonnenfeld I know he's here. I just spoke to him a moment ago. But he's the dean of the business school at Yale University. Jim Stern, former chair of the Tufts Board. And Georgia Wand was former official at Department of Education. There are also 4 AGB board members here. I might just mention Juliet Garcia, president of the University of Texas at Brownsville. Where's Julia? Right here. Jim Geringer, again, who I introduced. Cliff Kendall, former chair of, I'm sorry, I can't read my writing here, Cliff.
University of Maryland.
University of Maryland, okay. Former chair of the University of Maryland System, that's exactly right. And Vern Sedlacek, who's the CEO of the Common Fund and who is sitting down here. So thank you all for that. Finally, I just want to say a thanks to the commission members. When I first saw the list of the commission members, it's a little daunting because it's 26 people who are each of them individually used to being listened to and obeyed. And so how you sort of bring that together into some common report. One of the things, I think it worked wonderfully. And one of the things I would say is that one of the recommendations in our report is that boards of trustee members need to, at some point, leave some of their individual parochial interests and at the door and come into the room and look at the larger picture of their institutions. I think this commission has done exactly that in the way it came together for this report. They left their individual interests at the door. They've come together, and I think have started this process off very nicely by leading by example with this change. So thank you all very much.